I have with me again our primary teacher, which is first and second grade, and today we're going to discuss a parent involvement sort of thing. And one thing I would like to ask first is, how do you get your parents involved? I know they're very involved because every time I come to your school, they're there. So how do you get them there?
One of the ways we get them involved is at the very beginning of school, we have a parent night where we invite all of the parents to come, and we kind of explain the procedures of our classroom and different things that we expect from their students, and give them a chance to ask us questions. We give them a chance to sign up to be involved. We get their email addresses and all of their contact information and find out what kinds of things they're interested in doing, what kinds of ways they would like to be involved in our classroom. And that way we have a list that we can go to when the time comes that we need extra help or things like that.
Very good. Very good. Okay. What are the many different ways that you communicate with your parents?
We communicate through a monthly newsletter. They have the boys and girls have a take-home folder where their daily work comes back and forth. Many notes,
Okay.
emails,
Okay.
and also parents are welcome to, and they do come up and ask questions before or after school. We don't hesitate to make a phone call if we need to clarify something or if we feel there might be some confusion, and we welcome our parents to do the same. We try to have as open communication as possible. They have a phone number, they have an email access to us, and so we try to keep that communication very open.
Which is important.
Yes.
Very important. Okay. Do you ever encounter parents that are too involved?
I think in the primary grades we do encounter that somewhat, and sometimes it's an issue of the parents don't realize that their students really are capable of doing more than what the parent has given them credit for. And when we can help them, see that the student really can be allowed to be responsible for certain things, and that's part of the growing process.
Mm-hmm.
That's important for the students to take on more responsibility for their learning.
Okay, do you ever encounter parents that don't like to accept the fact that their child is having academic problems?
Yes, that's a very sensitive topic, and many times when you're a first grade teacher, you may be the first one to let the parent know that there might be a problem or that their child is struggling. That might be the first that they have heard of it. And so you have to go about it in a very sensitive and kind way, and make sure that first you let the parent know how appreciative you are of the child's positive strengths and what they're good at, and then also let them know, give them some practical tools. Parents want to know, well, what can I do to help? And you need to be ready with some practical things, practical advice that they can do to be helpful to their child.
Do you have ever encountered problems where the culture is different from your culture?
Yes.
With those parents?
Yes. Oftentimes you want to be sure that the parent understands that it's not something that the child is doing to be disobedient or disrespectful or not giving effort, but it's just a different kind of struggle. And so communication is very, very important, especially when there are cultural differences.
I can understand that one. What suggestions do you give to parents that can help them with their child at home?
Well, for one thing, reading consistently with their child. And we try to send home a book they bring home 2 books, and they can trade their books every day. So they can bring a different book at home every night. But one of the books they bring home is at their text level. And the other book they bring home is just their selection from the library, whatever they want to bring. And we encourage parents to have them read their text level book on their own and do the best they can with that. We also give them reading strategy cards that let them know what reading strategies we've been working on at school so that they can reinforce those as they read with their child at home. And then the other book they bring home just for enjoyment, just for pure enjoyment of reading. And we emphasize to parents too that they need to read to their children too. And it's very important that these beginning readers hear what good reading sounds like. And we know that listening comprehension comes before reading comprehension.
True.
So they're going to comprehend harder books than what they would be able to read on their own. And if they enjoy that, that helps them internalize the reading. And the main advice I would give to parents is keep it fun, keep it light, don't push, enjoy it. Enjoy that time with their children.
Very good. Well, thank you for coming in today. Really appreciate all your time.
Thank you for having me.
Yes.